Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Simon.
And I am a rail enthusiast who loves going up and down the country, riding on the trains, filming and taking photos of them as well. These videos of my railway journeys can differ sometimes, as they can go to plan or will go bad.
Welcome to Simon Trains Railway Journeys. Welcome to Edinburgh Waverley Station. Today is Thursday the 12th of March 2020 and we should have visited these stations today: Falkirk, Greyston, Carstairs, Inverkeithing, Dunbar, Musselburgh. But instead I've actually switched the plan. So instead we shall be visiting these stations today: Slateford, Carnoustie, Prestonpans, and the last station of the day, Drem. I might be dreading this one, of course. Now, the reason I switched the plan was because the weather at Carstairs was absolutely going to be horrendous. So I thought, right, if I do Friday's plan today and today's plan Friday, it should sort itself out. So, the reason I wanted to go to Slateford was just because it's a nice place to film at. Carnoustie, another place that I've been before. And the East Coast Main Line, because I want to try and see if I can try that flying Scotswoman driving trailer van. So we shall be starting early in Stirling, heading to Slateford. because next door here used to be a disused railway station in that direction, Edinburgh Princes Street. Now, because I had some time to kill, so I thought I'll pop over here, get it, and then go back to the Haymarket. We're now back at Haymarket Station after a quick look at roughly where the platform started at Edinburgh's Princes Street terminus. There is a bit more to it, but unfortunately I had time to explore that long enough. I just got to the place where the platform started before it curved around and just took a photo from there and a video. But anyway, it's the gym now, that place, and some offices are built over it. We're going to be catching the 0827 to Slateford next. They're going to have it out at Slateford. Now the reason I'm going to Slateford is because I want to get the Carnoustie sleeper empty stock from Edinburgh Waverley to Polmadie Depot, which is actually supposed to be right behind my train. So we'll get that, get a few more things, might get a 5-circle empty stock movement, and then we'll go back to, I think we'll go back to Haymarket after Slateford. And the one good thing is, because this train, when this train leaves, there's a flash train just sitting right there. You can't cross there until my train leaves. We'll now come to the first station we visited today, Slateford. And to be honest, in this hour I'm going to be roughly I'm getting 5 locomotive movements through here. We got a Flask Train going to Carnoustie. We got the empty stock Carnoustie sleep going to Palmedy. We're going to get the empty stock 5 circle through here that goes to Motherwell. And we're going to get 2 freight trains which will be probably class 66s. I'm actually going to go to the shelter now because it is a bit windy today. There is supposed to be 40 miles per hour winds here, but the good thing is, as you can see on my face, the sun is out, which is brilliant. So the trip to Slateford for Thursday to the Friday actually paid off at the moment. We just hope it all pays off because I had to change the plans around. So the history of this station opened in 1853 by the Carnoustie Railway. Used to get a train from it to Edinburgh Princes Street Station, which we just visited the site earlier. But however, that station closed in 1965 and trains were diverted to Edinburgh Waverley. Now at the north end of this station, heading towards Edinburgh, you do see a little spur that goes off there. Now that spur wasn't added here till 1964 because that spur takes you onto the Edinburgh suburban line. There's only one train, which is a cross-country service, I know, starts at Glasgow Central, goes to Edinburgh Waverley, that does use that spur. And I did that last year, but I did it in the dark. So, we're going to be here until 9:40, and then we're going to be getting our train next to Carnoustie from Haymarket, I think. I think I'm changing it Haymarket. Go to Carnoustie. Hopefully we should be lucky there with the weather nice before we leave. After we leave, I think it rains. So, I know I'm going to Carnoustie, then I'm going to Arbroath because for some reason I'm going to Arbroath to change trains to get back to Edinburgh, but I think I'm doing that so I could just have the 4 hour at Carnoustie. Anyway, let's get some more trains in.
Carnoustie.
I'm now on the 10:07 to Arbroath. Now, this actually caught me by surprise because it arrived here at 10:03. So it sits here for about 4 minutes. Alright, this is 174.02, which will take me to Arbroath, but I'm getting off at Carnoustie. This is the second station of the day, the most northerly point we visited today. This is Carnoustie. Now, as you can hear, that wind is howling because we are right next to the sea. There you can just see it. Get it? See it? But anyway, the history for this station is that it opened on the 6th of October 1838, but the station was actually relocated in the 1900s. Now, Carnoustie Station was extensively refurbished by the Guildford Tram prior to the 2007 Open Golf Championships, which were held next to the golf course here. Now, we're going to have a few trains passing through here. We do have an early Zuma service from Leeds to Aberdeen as well. Going to be here for the hour, then we're jumping on the next train at 12:41 to head to Arbroath. Now, I'm using Arbroath as a turnaround point. Yes, I did say this was the northerly station that we'd be visiting today, even though Arbroath is actually northern from here, but I'm not filming at Arbroath because we've already done that. I'm going to use it to change trains to get back to Edinburgh, and then we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon on the East Coast Main Line. So at least it's not raining, even though there's clouds forming over there. The NDR service is about to fly through now because the crossing's coming down. So we're going to film this passing through. So there's a co-op next door to the railway station at Carnoustie, and that is the bizarrest thing I ever seen at a co-op. Washing machines, washing people's clothes. Now made it to Arbroath. Now I'm only here to change trains, but what I'm going to show you this time is that I didn't show you all the last time I was here, was this side, because if we take a walk this side, it's in the history that this had 3 platforms. Well, this is the 3rd platform that's basically disused, which used to have terminated trains here. But anyway, I've got to be quick now because I've got to get the 12:59 back to Edinburgh. Edinburgh Waverley Station. Now 380-104 is going to take me to either Drem or Preston Pans first. I'm not decided yet, but the original plan is to go to Drem first, then Preston Pans on the way back, but I might stop off at Preston Pans first. Depends on the weather in those areas. I'm going to jump on this train now. I'm going to leave Edinburgh Waverley to the East Coast Main Line. I'm now at Preston Pans Station. I think I bailed a bit too early because it is very windy here and it's also raining. I think the wind's like in the 40s here. But anyway, I'm in my bed, lying in it. I've only done it because the Flask Train got this morning at Slateford is actually going to be coming back. Now I've got it at Drem, there's chances that I may have got bowled. But if I've got it here, I've got it with a good 4-minute window for my train to Drem. So that's why I bailed early at Preston Pans instead of going to Drem first. Because Drem I don't think is much like this. But I'm in bed and I lie in it. Now the history of Preston Pans Station is it opened by the North British Railway in 1846. We are 9 3/4 miles from Edinburgh and it serves the towns of Cotkenzie and Port Senton, which is roughly about 1.37 miles away from this railway station. So we're going to be filming some East Coast trains. Then I'm going to move on to Drem to film some more East Coast trains. And then after Drem it's back to Edinburgh. So that's it basically for today. But I want to try and see it. I'm going to try and see that DTV 82-205, the Flying Scotswoman. We're now in this North British Railway style waiting room at Drem. But sadly it's not the original, which I'll mention in a bit when I do the history of Drem Station. Now, it is still windy out there. We just made Preston pans before the rain came down. Unfortunately the rain did came down hard on the last train I filmed, but I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. But no, we are got a waiting room which is better than Preston pans anyway. Now the history of Drem Station is that it was owned by the North British Railway on the 22nd of June 1846. The North Berwick branch line was opened on the 13th of August 1849. And Drem was almost a victim of the Beeching Acts in 1968, but sadly, because during the time of the Beeching Acts, Preston pans, Nodlidry and Drem and North Berwick were ready for the chop, but in the end that didn't happen. Now you want to know why Musselburgh and Wallingford are not mentioned, because them stations opened later on. So instead of reducing or axing them, they actually reduced the services to North Berwick radically. But during time those services have got back, like this got an hourly service to North Berwick. However though, on the 27th of May 1985, British Rail quickly moved in and demolished the Edinburgh Platforms building, which is where I'm standing now. But it was a listed building and the work stopped. British Rail was required to construct a replica to be built to the North British Railway design. So this was built late 80s into the 90s, even though it dates back to the North British Railway. Now we're going to be here for an hour or an hour and a half, I'm not too sure yet. If I'm only here for an hour, hop on to North Berwick and can come back. If not, hour and a half, but I think there's a few trains in this hour that are running late, so it's going to be an hour and a half at this station. So we're going to film some more trains passing through and then go back to Edinburgh.
And Edinburgh. This train is formed of 6 carriages. The train arriving at platform 2 is the 1636 service to Edinburgh. This train is formed of 6 carriages. Please stand clear.
It's just typical that I'm leaving in about 10-15 minutes and it brightens up. So I've been here most of the afternoon in the pouring rain. Okay, you have to be used to the shelter to get in when there's no trains. But just as I'm about to leave, it brightens up. Typical. I even had to use this bridge here to drown some of the rain out. So I want to get onto the camera. But don't worry though, because there's a sign there, do not pass it. I haven't passed it. I'm literally like stood next to it, so like that. But anyway, we're going to be leaving on the 17:37 back to Edinburgh. Now, they are 2 late running trains to pass through, so we might be leaving Drem a bit later. We'll see how we go anyway. We might be alright, we might not. But anyway, I think it's our train next anyway. If not, there'll be 2 fast late runners.
The train arriving at platform 2 is the 17:38 service to Edinburgh. This train is formed of 6 carriages.
Edinburgh Waverley now. I'm going to be catching the 18:22 double lane, but getting off at Stirling. We're about 2.5 minutes. It's alright because I've just been waiting for these 2 to come in. In a photo side by side. I'll probably pull you up in a bit. I'm back in the Premier in Stirling, and it has been a good day, to be honest. Even though I did Friday's plan today, some of the stations I visited I did get away with the weather a bit. We started here at 7 in the morning heading to Edinburgh Haymarket. Had a quick ride on the tram to West Street or something like that. I can't remember this tram stop now, to have a look at the site of Princes Street Station, which used to be a railway station, but now it's a disused railway station. It's been built over. There is some more stuff there, but I'll have to go back to have a look at it another day. So went back over to Haymarket, got the train to Stirling. We've got about 6 locomotive moves, a couple of freight trains, a couple of empty stock workings, which was brilliant for an hour and 15 minutes at Slateford. Probably the most time I've seen locomotives passing through. So Slateford was good. Sun was out. Yes, it was windy, but the sun was out. So then I went back over to Haymarket and got the train to Carnoustie. Now again, Carnoustie, the sun was out, but it was really windy. So that's why I didn't have the camera zoomed in as much, because it was shaking all about. But anyway, it was still good. Went to Arbroath to change trains to get back to Edinburgh. Then we decided to spend the afternoon on the East Coast Main Line. Now I did had Drem first, then Preston Pans. But what I did was I did Preston Pans first, and I'm happy that I did Preston Pans first, because I had Preston Pans booked in from 1646 to 1749. Now when I got to Preston Pans after being to Drem, I did notice it was really gloomy. So I don't think I would have gotten many photos good. They would have been all rubbish and rainy and all that. So I'm happy I did Preston Pans first, and then I went over to Drem. But unfortunately Drem, the rain was there until we left, because the minute we left, it just stopped raining for some strange reason. But no, Preston Pans, it did rain when we got off the train, then it stopped. Then it rained before I got on the train, and Drem just rained throughout. Then I went back over to Edinburgh Waverley, and then back to Stirling. That was it. So it has been, apart from the weather and the wind, it has been a really good day. Now tomorrow's plan would have been the plan I did today, but now I have to do Thursday's plan tomorrow. So Thursday we're going to be doing Falkirk Grainston. There we go. Falkirk Grainston, Carstairs, which is one of the stations I want to do for a long while up here. This is why this Scotland trip is mainly around Carstairs and another station which I'll mention in a second. So I'm going to go over to Carstairs. I have found a good spot to do it. Then I'm going to go to North Queensferry. Now, the problem with North Queensferries I've seen is that I was coming back from Arbroath and the footbridge is barricaded off, so I don't think I will be doing North Queensferry tomorrow. I might have to stick in another station. Come to the crunch, I'll just go to Dalmeny or Inverkeithing. Then we go to Dunbar. Dunbar is the other station I wanted to do for a long while as well. While I got this Spirit of Scotland Rover ticket, I'm taking advantage of doing Dunbar, because you can't do it on the Central Scotland Rover, but you can do it on the Spirit of Scotland. That's the same with Carstairs and Berwick-upon-Tweed, because they're in the Spirit of Scotland. So we're going to be doing Dunbar. They're going to finish off at Musselburgh, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and we'll see you for the next one. So this vlog has been terminated at this Premier in Stirling. Thank you for watching Siren Trains. Social media will be up at the end after the music, and we'll see you for Thursday's plan, which will be in weather better conditions tomorrow.